Hi everyone, if you see me, so just saying hello. I'm going to stream today. Um, I just wanted to share the process to see the process of me creating some material for for the course that I've just started. It's called Virtual Water Cooler, and it's dedicated for professionals who would like to learn how to share interesting topics that they are learning or they're kind of drilling into. And if they want to share it with others, they need to have the tools, and this is what the course is dedicated to. So I decided to, this time, while I'm creating the course, invite you into the studio and just see how I brainstorm topics, how I create presentations, and how I use AI to create the course materials. Now, um, I think that's enough of an introduction. Let's start. Today, I'm going to work on my presentation for the session, and I've recently discovered Gamma. I find it extremely comfortable, and just want to walk you through. Here's how Gamma looks like. You can log in with your Gmail account, and it takes you to the dashboard. And then you can just click plus and choose what is it that you want to create. In my case, I'm going to create a presentation using a text that I'm writing. And there are some quotes from the book that I want to use in the class, so I'm going to paste them here as well. So here's my um, workspace, and I'm going to write here some things that I would like to be presented on the slides. So let's do it. First of all, I want to paste the extracts from the book that I've chosen. Today, we're going to talk about how you can create a tension in the story and um, what kills a good story, like how not to tell a story. So I'm going to show them some examples straight away. The examples are taken um, from a book that I'm reading right now. Um, so here's the first one, and then just going to use this to create a slide break. And here's how not to tell a story. So I'm just pasting the quotes from the book first. Okay. Our sessions are super short, so we only have a very short time, and I think we'll start the session from talking a little bit about the homework, um, storytelling. So the session is going to be called storytelling. We'll start with homework check, and their homework was to find a good title for their presentation and the first line. Um, Today, we're going to dive a bit deeper and talk about the first story that will open the presentation. Okay, and then I'll give them these two stories to compare. And then basically, we'll have to start working on our stories. Write, write a paragraph. Okay, So that's it. Now I'm going to um, generate from notes. Okay, so now Gamma basically shows me different ways to design my presentation. And I like the simple design, so I'll just stick to this one. And then it shows me how the slides are going to be broken. Um, I can tweak the prompt. I prefer to use some images. I chose, there are different styles of images, the realistic ones, illustrations, abstract ones, and line art. I like line art very much, so I'm choosing line art. That's it. I'm generating my presentation. Let's see how it's going to look like. Okay. Okay, here it's already adding the images. I really love it. Oh, what a nice picture to the story. It actually illustrates the story. Lovely. But it didn't create any images with for these slides, and I find it a bit boring. So I do wanted to have an image. Let's see how I can do it. I think I'll just ask it to create an image. So I click on edit with agent, improve writing, fix spelling, translate, make longer, make shorter, add an image. Okay, let's see if it manages to create an image for this slide. I think it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, well, that's nice. And then I also create an image for this one. Add an image. Again, I'm using just the basic functions, but we can always give a more specific prompt of what we want to see on the image, what kind of characters we want to see on the image. But in my case, I just need uh, something very general. Um, but I'm not sure I really like it, so I will probably replace it. Let's replace this image. Create an image of a person speaking or sharing screen on Zoom. Let's see if it works. Yeah, well, that's fine because we're talking on Zoom talks and about Zoom presentations. So for me, opening with a story is related to telling a story to your colleagues on Zoom. And I think it's fine. Here's the image. It's probably a bit big, so you can always adjust it. In my case, again, I'm not going to do anything. I think that's fine. Um, I think I'm just going to move on to the next stage. And the next stage is going to be adding this presentation to Classroom. So what I do is I download this. If you click share, you can share it. You can export it to a PDF file. So that's what I'm doing. And then I just go to my virtual water cooler classroom on Google Classroom, and I add it as a new material. By the way, if you're interested in how Google Classroom works, I will um, I will dive a little bit deeper into it probably next time. But it's free for teachers and for students, so it's perfect for me. It has a very convenient layout. So every time I want to, I create a new course on Google Classroom. Just will show you. I have a few courses here. If you want to create, you just go to Google Classroom on Google, log in with your Google account, and then you click this little plus on top, create a new course. Once you've created, it looks like this. So you can click on it, you're inside, um, and I go to classwork, create, and then I just add material. And I would like to have my presentation as new material. So what I'm doing is that I'm going to upload it right now. Storytelling. Here it is. And storytelling as a tool. Okay, so maybe later I will add a bit more. Um, like I'll add a description here. I don't have it, not yet. I'll post it. Okay. Um, by the way, I think I'm going back here and I want to create a new topic. Um, I like when my classes are separated into sessions. So for example, the first session is called Getting Started. Now I would like to create a new name, create a new topic. Session 2, storytelling as a tool to start your thought. Okay, fine. So now I've got this short presentation with Chris Anderson's quote in it, and I'm supposed to start working on my assignments, on my sandbox assignment and homework. In each session, we have a sandbox, which is basically a shared document where we all work together. And homework is an individual file in which the students write. Um, and this is where they brainstorm their own topics. Okay. So I need to create some sort of sandbox for us for today. And the sandbox is going to be related to this paragraph. Um, okay. Before I do that, I want to see if they actually did the homework that I assigned to them last week. Okay. Um, Here's where I can find all the submissions. I can see that some of them did the homework. View submission. And here it is. And I don't think she did anything here. This is just an empty file, which means that probably they will be doing this today and will not get to the new material, which is anyway, I'm going to work on the new material anyway, but probably it will stay for another week, so I'll use it next week. Okay, never mind. Okay, so Classroom is very convenient for me. I can check the homeworks here. I can see if the students have done anything. I can grade their homeworks if I want to, and I can add new classwork. So um, now I'm going to take a pause, and after the break, I'll return and work on my sandbox and homework assignment.